There are new calls here at home for housing the homeless in Dallas after a Sunday attack on women downtown. 22-year-old Brandon Holbert remains in jail not only on the assault charges from Sunday. Holbert had 4 outstanding arrest warrants and had drug arrests as recently as last month. The attack has raised more questions about solutions to housing the homeless. Fox 4's Sean Rabb asked some of those questions today. Sean, did you get any answers?
Yeah, we did get answers, Clarice, but answers don't always equal solutions. And after Sunday's attack, a lot of focus on the homeless, and now the focus is really sharpening on how to house the homeless.
Dallas planning to redouble face-to-face contact with those who appear to be part of the city's homeless population.
We have to strengthen our outreach efforts so that we actually know who is homeless versus those that may be panhandlers or others that hang out during the day.
The annual homeless count puts at 2,700 the number with no place to call a home of their own. Some 900 of those aren't in shelters, but find their ways to tent cities that pop up and grow for weeks, others months, before being pushed down. Those folks slipping into downtown or neighborhoods nearby.
We're working off of what we call a by name list. And that by name list helps us to not only know a number of people, but be able to say, who is it? Are these the same folks moving from place to place? What are their barriers or challenges for housing? But then also looking at best practices as it relates to shorter term housing, interim housing, and looking at how do we work better with our shelters so there are more lower barriers.
For some, the barriers aren't just physical. Estimates are about 14% of those on the streets have mental demons or controlled by addiction to drugs like K2, which is why giving money to panhandlers is discouraged.
Sometimes if you're just handing out $1 or handing out $2, that even if that individual does indeed use that for food, that's just food for that meal versus connecting them to more long-term resources.
For a long-term problem with no quick end in sight.
So Sharp and others with the city of Dallas are planning trips to Seattle, San Francisco, and San Antonio, cities that's had some success in providing housing for the homeless. They want to go, they want to look, they want to learn from these folks to see what they've done for their homeless population and how.